So that wraps it up, guys. I hope that you and your family or your sweetie and all of the above enjoy these wonderful gluten-free red velvet cream cheese mousse icing cookies. Hi, happy Valentine's Day. We are making, in honor of Valentine's Day, red velvet gluten-free heart cookies with cream cheese mousse icing. I also want to tell you guys really quickly that if you want the recipe card to what I'm making today, click, and we also made a grocery cart for you conveniently in the description. Click the little arrow and you will be guided to the link to the recipe card and a grocery cart for all the items that you need to make this one I'm gonna make today for your sweetie or all your sweeties. Maybe you got little sweeties in your life, all kinds of sweeties. And that's what this is all about today, making something for your sweetie on Valentine's Day. Special from the heart and homemade from scratch and really good for you in the Native Eats style kitchen. So I also want to tell you that all of these recipes that I make are all made by me. They're all created by me, a mom of 9 kids, and on a really, really natural journey for them and myself. And so I want you to know that these are all recipes that I've created over the past 12 years, tinkering around and making them good here and there. And I want to offer them all to you guys. If you like what you eat and you like what I make, please like, subscribe, ask me questions, I respond, hit the little bell for post notifications. Let's make these cookies. So here's what you're gonna need. I've got it all out here for you. You will need some very good, as you always know in the Native Eats kitchen, grass-fed butter, Kerrygold today. So you'll need 1 stick of Kerrygold. We're gonna cut that in half. You will need 2 eggs. You will need baking powder, baking soda, salt, vanilla. This is gonna be our red natural coloring. This is red beet powder. So you'll also need for your dry, you'll need sugar. That's another wet ingredient. You'll need the sugar. And then we're gonna go back to the dry. We got our gluten-free King Arthur's. This is, I wouldn't substitute any of these. We have our potato starch, and then we have our tapioca flour. So that's gonna be our cookie ingredients. For the icing, you're gonna need, again, sugar. We're gonna use some coconut cream. Do not stir this. I have left this untouched because we're gonna scrape the cream out of that. And then we've got cream cheese, and this is some really good Madagascar vanilla beans that we're gonna put in there. So let's get started on the cookie. The first thing we wanna do is we wanna get 1 stick of butter. And we're going to get our sugar. For the sugar, we're gonna use a cup, maybe a cup and a quarter. While that's creaming, go ahead and crank your oven to about 350 is good. And you also wanna have a rolling pin, your heart-shaped cookie cutter, and a mat out. So this is a really good rolling pin because it's really simple, basic. There's no little gadgets, no like extra stuff to get dirty and clean. And so I really recommend that you get a real simple, basic rolling pin like this, and it's easy to control. So you'll need that, your lovely heart. Additionally, you will need a scraper, obviously a parchment paper fitted cookie sheet. Next, let's add our eggs. 1 at a time.
Can I do it? Can I do it?
This is really what you want your cream to look like. It's really foamy right now and really pretty. So we're gonna add in a teaspoon of the vanilla, which I'm just gonna eyeball it, but you can measure out a teaspoon. We're gonna start in our dry ingredients. I'm gonna pre-mix it in a bowl so we can get the dye in there really well. And we're gonna start off with 1 cup of the King Arthur's. And we're gonna give it half a cup each of the tapioca and potato starch. And then we'll go with half a cup of the potato. Next, we're gonna go with a teaspoon of salt. Then we're also gonna go with a teaspoon each of baking soda. and baking powder. Okay, and last, this we're gonna just tinker with a little bit. I'm gonna start off with 2 teaspoons of this beet mixture. You can chill this overnight, 30 minutes. 30 minutes is good. You can also work with it the next day. I usually don't find myself working with cookie dough the next day after I've already gotten dirty. So 30 minutes is good, or I just kind of worked with this pretty quickly, but preferably 30 minutes in the refrigerator. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna sort of take this like this, roll this out. There we go, that's pretty. Get a nice little workable dough. And then we're going to just roll it out. You can make these however thick you like yours. I like mine kind of thick, about, I don't know, 1/4 inch thick. Okay, that looks good. Get our nice little heart shape.
Can I do
Get
it?
your helper. Okay, this is probably, get this nice. There we go. All right, so there we go. We're gonna stick these into the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes, depending on how hot your oven is, and we'll see you back in a minute. These are supposed to be arrows. Are they convincing at all?
No, the bacon. You made them.
Bacon arrows. These are gonna be arrows that we're gonna put like across the heart, if it works. These are ready. They poofed a little bit, but they're gonna settle down and cool. And that's good news because that means there's still gonna be a little bit of chewiness to them. Gonna be delicious. So, next batch we're gonna get right in the oven, right here. So it looks like our second round of cookies are done. They look really cute. Those are my attempt at arrows. Hopefully they'll look cute, we'll see. So we'll just let those cool. They look really, really pretty. And we're gonna move on to the icing. The icing. So what else other than a cream cheese icing? But just to soup it up for Valentine's Day, we're gonna make this a mousse cream cheese icing. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our sugar, but I'm gonna make these a little sweeter and I'm gonna do 3/4 cup. We're gonna put a pack of cream cheese. And this is like semi-softened. We're just gonna get that creamy. But we're also gonna add in some vanilla bean. I'm adding about 1/8 of a teaspoon or even up to 1/2 teaspoon. Get that nice and creamy. I'm just gonna add about a tablespoon of softened butter. Grass-fed, of course. And then the last thing we're gonna do once this gets really nice and whippy, I'm gonna show you how to harvest whipped cream. And this is a really good trick if you are dairy-free. Watch our dairy-free discussion. So what you wanna do is you buy this particular brand, because it's not in a can. We don't advocate eating out of aluminum cans. And you cannot shake it. Do not shake it. And you can see what it looks like now. It's separated the cream in there, and I'm just gonna pour that water right out. That's mostly coconut water. Now we're gonna go in here and see what we've got left. Smells good. Look at that. Isn't that funny? That is cream. How much of this do we want to use? Probably about 1/2 cup or so. And the flavor that this is gonna add, and it's gonna make it really whippy. Look at that. Okay, so we are going to let this icing set up a little bit. It looks really good though. Really nice. Okay, so we're back and I made a little bit. I decided to go ahead and add flecks of the beet powder into the cream cheese icing after it's set up. And I just love how it looks, so we're gonna go with that. You know, quick, easy way to pipe. You just grab your Ziploc bag. I like to get a gallon size. You could use a smaller size. Cut a not too big size hole, very small, you know. This is important, actually. The most important step is don't cut your hole too big, because you don't want it to slide through. And this is the bit I'm gonna use for this. And so we're gonna just stick that right in. You can use any bit you want for this. And I also grabbed a few decorations. So you can get, you know, I always advocate no corn syrup in the Native Eats kitchen. It's not approved. So all of these are all natural, made with real sugar. These are just the snowballs, and then these are just the different pretty colors for Valentine's Day. There's sugar, and these are chocolate sprinkles. A little tiny bit of a little. We did pretty good, not as bad. Let's go. All you want to do is just come in here and decorate them however you like to do. Do one like that, and then put one like that. So that wraps it up, guys. I hope that you and your family or your sweetie and all of the above enjoy these wonderful gluten-free red velvet cream cheese mousse icing cookies. And I will see you next time. And please, if you enjoy these recipes, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will respond to your comments, ask questions, and I'll see you guys next time.